Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. James Backles, JB Commercial Finance here. I hope you're all well. We all know that certain industries have really struggled in the last few years, and the one I'm thinking about at this moment in time are retailers and pub/stroke restaurants, so hospitality. Now, they've had a perfect storm in recent years. We've had the COVID lockdown, which particularly affected them, and the social distancing rules. It's an industry which, often struggles anyway because it's very much something which people spend their luxury money on. So if you don't have any money, you just don't go out for meals. End of story, really. And unfortunately, as we've entered inflationary conditions, as we've entered supply chain issues, and as we've entered a cost of living crisis, it's inevitable that our retail outlets, including pubs, restaurants, will struggle. Now, lenders know that the problems that are facing this particular industry, so it makes them a lot more cautious to actually lend money to them as well. So the businesses who need to borrow money because of economic climate and because of changing consumer demands, they need to borrow money to get through, to survive, to continue to grow. And lenders say, well, we don't think you're going to be here in 2-3 years' time, simply because of the sector you're in. Therefore, we're not going to lend the money. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, of course. So how do we get around this? Well, the most common way of getting around this is via a merchant cash advance. Now, this particular product, which has been around a few years now, it allows a retail business to raise money against their merchant service receipts. So if you're paying by card, that's a merchant service receipt. Obviously, a majority of payments these days taken at retail outlets, especially restaurants, pubs, are by card, which helps this particular facility. Generally speaking, you can raise up to 1.5 to 2 times a monthly turnover. So if you're a business that turns over, let's just say £50,000 a month, in card payments, you could potentially raise up to £100,000 via a loan in this facility. Generally, it's a little bit lower, and a lot of it depends on the business performance. But if the business is doing okay, but not great, you can certainly look to be borrowing 75 grand to £100,000 in this sort of facility. Now, that's fine. But the real sort of beauty of this particular facility is how it's repaid. And it's repaid directly from the merchant service receipts. So what this means is that if you've had a particularly busy month, so let's just say, for instance, you're a pub and it's the Football World Cup, so you have a lot of people visiting, or it's Christmas, you pay back more. Which means you pay back more, you pay back less interest because it's done as a percentage of your turnover. So that percentage is fixed at the start. It may be anywhere between 12 and 20%, depending on the facility you arrange and how quickly you want to repay it. But you pay back those receipts if you're busy, and of course the beauty is if you're quiet, you pay back less. So you have particularly a couple of bad months, you pay back less. So it's a really flexible facility that allows a business to kind of, when it's struggling, to continue to pay lower amounts, and when it's doing really well, get rid of that debt quicker and to pay back less interest. It's something that's available for pretty much all card merchant machine providers. They can link it up to the lender and the receipts are done directly. It's quite a straightforward process. It takes a couple of weeks to get in place because of the logistics involved, but it's something that's proving increasingly popular and something I'm certainly looking to push forward into 2023. If you know anyone who runs a business with retail outlet, pub, restaurant, and they're struggling with regard to their cash flow finance, they've been to their bank, they've said no, they don't know where to turn, please do put them in touch with myself, James Backles, JB Commercial Finance, to see if we can help. Hope that makes sense. Please comment, like, share this post. It really helps me when you do that. Thanks a lot.